We have Borralho versus Gadzhi Omargadzhiev. Yeah, I screwed that one up. We're just gonna call him Gadzhi. We're gonna call him Gadzhi.
I think Gadzhi will work for me.
Gadzhi. We'll call him Gadzhi. Yeah, I fucked that one up, folks. But who cares? This bad motherfucker with a tattoo on his neck that says "Free Spirit." Caio Borralho is coming in at 10-1. He's coming off 5-fight win streak at least. He's coming in at 29 years old, 204 pounds. But I believe they're fighting in the middleweight division this weekend at 5'10" and 75-inch reach. And the Dagestani, on the other hand, is coming at a perfect 13-0. He's coming at 186, 6'1" with 76 or 67-inch reach. This is interesting. Like I said, two Dana White Contender Series alums. These guys are looking to make their names in the UFC. And I think, Cal has definitely showed some power. The Brazilian is definitely shows power on his way out in the Dana White Contender Series. That's how he got his start here in the UFC in his debut. And then the Dagestani, on the other hand, definitely has the credentials of every other Dagestani, which is wrestle fuck the shit out of somebody into the ground and submit them or beat them into a pulp. And I think that's what he's going to do.
I got to admit that I think you're absolutely right for once. There's really not a whole lot I can say to contradict that. I think Borralho, first of all, the free spirit tattoo that's on that man's neck nowadays is badass. That's a fucking cool tattoo. And I don't usually give a lot of credit to those. That's fucking cool. But like I said, I think he's probably got the striking advantage in this one. If he's able to keep it on the feet, which, he might be able to do for, first half of the first round, maybe even the whole first round. But, it's those guys that we talk about all the time that are coming from Russia. Gadzhi is going to shoot, and he's going to shoot, and he's going to continue to shoot until he gets Borralho on the ground. And, these guys are both black belts. They both have slick jiu-jitsu games, and I don't think that you can count Borralho out completely just because I think he gets to the ground. But Gadzhi's submissions are dirty, man, and he obviously lands that ground and pound as good as all of the other Russians do. And just his last time out on the Contender Series, the knee bar that he snuck was, filthy. That's about as dirty of a submission as I've seen live. And, it's sad because realistically, I don't think a win or a loss really does, well, let me rephrase. A win probably does a lot for these guys, but a loss doesn't really do anything to negatively impact the other one's career. Like I said earlier, I think this was a weak card for a long time, and the UFC was just looking to put on an exciting matchup, which is what I imagine we'll get out of this.
Absolutely. I think that's the best case scenario, especially putting two highly touted guys like this together so early on in their career. It's more of a litmus test than anything. This reminds me of Islam Makhachev versus Arman Sarukian back in the day a few years ago when they're both up and comers. Now, obviously, both top 15, very good both. But, I think we both nailed this, I think the credentials and the wrestling and just the evidence of how he wrestles, Gadzhi is going to come out. He's going to do more of the same, those Dagestani guys, dude, they don't get submitted. You hardly ever see those heavy wrestling guys ever get submitted. They're so good, so
especially
technical.
From the top position, especially when they're on the top. You don't see them getting submitted by guys off their backs.
And I think if this stays up in the stand-up, I think Borralho definitely has a shot to win this and, make this early night. But we see those Dagestanis, man. They got some tough ass fucking chins too, They don't go down easy. So, we're gonna go ground and pound GMP special here.
No, I agree. I think Borralho has gone to decision a few too many times to make me feel comfortable about picking him to pull off a knockout here. like you said, he would have to stay on his feet for 3 rounds, and I just do not see him staying on his feet the entire fight. Once he gets to his back, I would be quick to reckon that this one will be over.
Yeah, and the odd makers see it the same way as us. Shao Borralho coming in as plus 120 dog, and Gadzhi Omargadzhiev. Fuck that once again, but he's coming as minus 135 favorite. Not many props here. I'm sure there's something that you see that you like, but
I just look, the money
why
line
is he by decision plus 6,000? That has to be some kind of typo, right? If he's plus 6,000, I'm throwing.
yeah, no way.
I'm throwing the house on plus 6,000. Not the house, literally, but I'm throwing $100 on it at least if that's real. But I
I
think
don't
that
know if
might be a
that's
typo.
I think those are bad odds, especially because the other ones are plus 275. But I think I like our boy Gadzhi at plus 170 to win inside the distance. Whether it's a GMP from the top or whether he pulls off another nasty knee bar, we're getting inside the distance money at plus 170. I think that's the pick here, minus the money line, obviously.
I mean, I like that too, but obviously hammering the money line. Um, it's more likely than not that Ghazi is just gonna control this fight.
I agree.